Hi, my name is Patrick Warner. I'm going to be reading from my new novel, My Camino, which was published by Biblioasis last summer. My Camino tells the story of three friends who make it big in the New York art scene, but discover that making it big is not what they had hoped, so they run away to Spain, where they cycle a famous pilgrimage route, and on the way concoct an elaborate revenge fantasy. So I'm going to read from the first chapter, which introduces the characters. The Apostle John sets the scene. Let there be light, etc. The art world oozed across the bridge into Brooklyn, pooling in the area now known as Dumbo, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, to make a new center of culture, a movement that would eventually spawn galleries and cafes, corporate offices in revitalized factories, real estate developments that capitalized on and even trumpeted the area's once famous squalor. Photographs of brownstone low-rises crowded with immigrants, open sewers, street urchins sleeping on subway grates, all became part of the come-on, the black Moschino thong underneath the business suit, mystique with a tang of blood, the whole rags-to-riches creation myth fluffing the asking price. You've seen the brochure, the one with the Brooklyn Bridge at the end of every elegant tenement-lined street, the perspective and scale hinting tiny town, something doll's house and cozy in the heart of the heartless metropolis. That's the place, but not the place. Our, not my, story begins before that time, on the night the bright star, it, aligned for the very first time between the masts of the bridges, back when Dumbo was a no-go, a district of warehouses and potholed asphalt, deserted by all but predators and their victims. It appeared above our humble crib, bringing the tide that caused many boats to rise. Into the manger entered a stranger. Ask Jesus if God the Father's love is all-devouring. Ask Joseph, ask the Virgin Mary. This is the story of Floss and Budsy and me, the Apostle John. Floss and Budsy, not Beatrix Potter bunnies, but flesh and blood, man and woman, woman and man, and even a little something in between. Budsy, red-haired, white-skinned, weak-chinned, his sad face made distinctive by a too long nose that turned savagely left at the tip, like someone had grabbed it and given it a god-awful twist. His sad face made memorable by eyes, blue-white as a Malamute's, which he hid behind John Lennon's shades. Budsy, much given to silences, whom I met back in the day when I paid rent by driving a food truck between Manhattan construction projects, 12-hour days shilling Danishes, known in Copenhagen as Vienna bread, heroes, and Joe Timbuktu, heavily salted coffee. Budsy, master electrician, reduced by rapacious recession to pulling wire through the walls of a midtown mansion. Genius child among tribal Mick carpenters, Guinea drywallers and decorators, none of whom loved him because he never wanted to reminisce about the old country, some rain-soaked bog town in County Despair, and because, after only 2 years in the New World, his accent had gone south before turning east for regions of the mid-Atlantic. Ambiguous identity is not much valued by guild members. Among new immigrants, it's a cardinal sin. That is, until it matures across generations into something more venial, eventually revealing itself as the essential tool of assimilation. Budsy, hell-bent on reinvention and devoid of iron filings that aligned with the geographically sentimental. Moody Budsy, whose smiles were always genuine, but whose habitual frame of mind was black cumulus and paranormal. There were days he would bend the fork of your thinking if you came within 5 feet of him. Back in the days when we first met, every morning for 6 weeks, around 10, never before, always just after the foreman sounded his air horn, he appeared under the awning of my dented silver truck, baby Bilbao with the opalescent hue, to buy a fresca and a slice of walnut loaf, which he consumed barbarically, mouth like a trash compactor, spit-smacky sounds and crumbs avalanching into his lap, where he sat all alone on the stoop of that brownstone. Then one day he stayed to talk. No, Hey, hello. No, what's up? High-minded Budsy. He wanted my take on the sculptures of Maurizio Catalan. And why? He had spied with his little eye a copy of Art Forum on my dashboard. We said we'd meet at 6 at Floss's Pad, 23rd Street. It was the evening of the night of nights, the night the star, It, came to settle and shine, twirl like the winning drop-kicked goal between the uprights of the bridge, dull blue posts that absorbed both moonbeams and the lights of nearby Manhattan. It was the night when midnight drag raced into the wee hours, when hard work conspired with luck to make the world roll over. Floss had a walk-up just off 9th Avenue that smelled like vomit or microwaved buttered popcorn. Among the tenants were a mouse she called Meh and cockroaches she referred to as Republicans. She would walk into her bathroom in the middle of the night and flip the switch just to watch them explode from some mysterious centre, tap shoe in all directions across the Victorian tile, like Vera Ellen in White Christmas. Let there be light. And there was.